Good morning and welcome to the 10 a.m. daily weather brief. To start us off, we'll take a look at our upper level winds from this morning, and in the lower levels we can see that we have a northeasterly component and that those winds are progressively and consistently shifting up with height in a counterclockwise fashion, and that would be up to a westerly heading aloft, with our wind speeds remaining rather variable throughout much of the column, and we do have an observed maximum of 32 knots, observed at 20,000 feet with a freezing level of 13,200 feet. Now, looking at our latest surface analysis, we do have Tropical Storm Imelda sitting off of the southeast coast with its expansive moisture field, bringing some overcast bordering broken cloud coverage across much of our region, and we do have high pressure building in southwards from the north that is going to continue to introduce some drier air that will gradually lower those dew points and keep our rain chances low for the upcoming days, although we will see that resulting pressure gradient between that high to the north and that tropical low, creating some gusty conditions over the next day or two. And then that tropical system is expected to track eastward into the western North Atlantic tomorrow, bringing some cooler temperatures in on the backside, and that is expected to continue. That trend, at least, is expected to continue through Friday as high pressure pumps in a modified continental air mass across our region, and then we'll see that high pressure remaining in control and dominating our weather throughout the weekend, while our temperatures slowly begin to moderate as a result of a mid-upper level ridge that slides over the east coast, and that is going to keep us with no real rain chances over the next 7 days. Taking a look at the 24-hour forecast, remaining largely unchanged from this morning's brief, we are seeing largely overcast skies at the moment and anticipating some slight reductions in overall coverage, but the cloud coverage will still remain high throughout the day and generally progressively decrease as we move into the early hours of tomorrow. Might see a reduction to a more broken coverage overall. Our temperatures for today do look to peak around the mid-70s, and the lows for tonight around the mid-60s. And as for our winds today, they do remain elevated and progressively expected to increase throughout the day until those overnight hours and early morning, when we'll see our highest gusts begin. But overall, our rain chances and precip chances for today do remain low. Now, moving to the short-term risk chart, on Wednesday we can anticipate mostly cloudy and windy conditions, progressively becoming partly cloudy, and a high of 69, with a red on the board for a good chance of a wind advisory needing to be issued. And then Wednesday night we can anticipate partly to mostly cloudy conditions, as well as some lingering breezy conditions in a low of 56, and Thursday similarly mostly cloudy and breezy and a high of 68. And that brings us to the 7-day forecast, in which today we're seeing cloudy conditions. Tomorrow we should see a slight reduction, and then Thursday some clouds will build back in. And then come the weekend, we'll see some mostly sunny skies, a few clouds mixed in, and then Monday those clouds build back in once again. As for our temperatures over the next 7 days, today is a mild day, and then we get that cool off, in which Thursday looks to be the coolest of the week ahead, and those temperatures then slowly start to build back just a little bit until they are once again above average come the beginning of next week, with our lows for a majority of the next week ahead staying in the mid to upper 50s. Now that is going to conclude the 7-day outlook, in which we have a nice week ahead. Hope everyone has a great day, and we'll be back tomorrow at 8:15.